Feeding innovation, the power of Brewers Yeast in nursery pigs with Dr. Tom Weber. Welcome back to the show, Tom.
To be here. Thank you.
Now, you guys have some great information to talk about, specifically around Brewers Yeast. How does that improve feed efficiency?
Yes. Specifically, our group has run a series of studies in weanling pigs, and we found that in nursery pigs fed brewer's yeast, a brewer's yeast supplement, that we had measured improved feed conversion, probably about 3 to 4 points of improved feed conversion over the course of the nursery period. There could be several different mechanisms in terms of how brewer's yeast could improve feed conversion. For example, we know brewer's yeast contains some yeast cell wall components, such as beta glucans and mannans, which can help in terms of improving intestinal immunity and gut barrier function and such things. Um, Brewer's yeast can also contain small amounts of B vitamins, for example, that may be contributing from a metabolic perspective, although relative to what's being added from a vitamin premix, you know, it's relatively small, but still could be contributing somewhat that way. What's also unique about brewer's yeast is it's been shown that it has some antioxidant activity that's associated with it as well, which may work to improve the oxidative status of the animal. And lastly, what's really unique about brewer's yeast when you compare it to other sources of yeast is due to the inherent process that's used in the beer brewing process, there could be residual metabolites such as hop acids that have been shown to have some effects on animal metabolism and health as well.
Well, you've listed some great ways about improving feed efficiency. Are there additional challenges that feeding Brewers Yeast can help address, Tom?
Still very early days on this in swine. We do know on the ruminant side that brewer's yeast products have been shown to improve palatability, and that's also been shown in the pet food realms as well. Something we're further exploring as far as starter pigs go in terms of getting them up and onto feed. So stay tuned for more data on that potentially.
So specifically for your company, Tom, Innovative Solutions, what makes your Brewers Yeast most unique?
Again, one aspect that makes it unique is the concentrated nature of it. Um, for example, the most recent study that we ran, we did see the benefits at a relatively low inclusion rate. That is 1 pound per US ton of material, which is a relatively low inclusion rate relative to some of the other brewer's yeast and other yeast type products in the marketplace. So that the concentrated nature of it makes it really unique, as well as the quality and standardization around the product as well.
Now, when we talk about you in the field, Tom, what have you heard about MicroGold?
Yeah. As far as MicroGold in the field, from a feed milling perspective, it's a very easy to use product from a handling and flowability characteristic perspective. Um, in animals, and again, this is somewhat anecdotal, we have heard that animals tend to start on feed a little bit better, and that's something that again we intend to follow up on in terms of generating some more controlled study type data for.
So we've got the World Pork Expo coming up. What do you and the team have planned, Tom?
Similar to previous years, we are planning on having a booth at World Pork Expo to talk about and display some of our products and innovations as well. We have a hospitality tent as well there. So our team is going to be there and have a relatively large presence there this year.
Well, Dr. Tom Weber, thanks for joining us on our Feeding Innovation episode.
You betcha. It's been my pleasure. Thanks again.